From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.
That's right, Taylor. 500 help. That's Taylor Heating and Plumbing. Tailor-made service, customized to fit all your needs. They've got it all: air conditioning, heating, plumbing, home energy, comprehensive maintenance plans, and financing. You know, at Taylor Heating and Plumbing, if your house is drafty or for some reason in the summer, if it's not keeping in that air conditioning, Taylor Heating and Plumbing will come over and do an insulation check. So if you need insulation, Taylor Heating and Plumbing, they will do that for you. They do everything. And if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I think my furnace is about ready to go out, I don't know what I'm going to do, don't stress important repairs or replacements, because Taylor will make sure that they have financing plans to fit your needs. Taylor, if you're looking for a job, they're hiring right now too. Current opportunities at Taylor Heating and Plumbing: HVAC techs, plumbers, project managers, and they have office personnel positions open as well. That's Taylor Heating and Plumbing, Taylor 500 help. Precision Lawn and Garden, North Avenue in Webster. Precision Lawn and Garden has been servicing surrounding Rochester areas with professional sales, service, and parts since 1969. You know, they have snow blowers, they have chainsaws, they have lawn mowers. We're gearing up. It's April now, baby. It's April. Lawnmowers, Big Daddy. They've got Toros, Kawasaki engines, Cub Cadet, Aaron's. Precision Lawn and Garden. Kimberly and Justin are the experts. You go up there to Precision Lawn and Garden in Webster, and they will set you up with whatever you need for all your lawn maintenance, tree maintenance needs. Precision Lawn and Garden. Express Sealers. We're coming up to that time. 645-2010, 645-2010. Brian seals driveways in the summer. He does that, of course, in the summer, and then he plows driveways in the winter. But you make sure that you sign up now. You got to get those, call him up, 645-2010. Get your driveway in, schedule it. Make sure he has your driveway listed so he can come out and seal your driveway. Last year was a little rainy. This year he can get you in. Brian seals driveways, Express Sealers, 645-2010. And please make sure that you call our advertisers, because they help us here at Kimberly's Revolution. And of course, We the People Podcast Network. They help us. We help you. Everyone helps each other on Kimberly's Revolution.
Live from the We the People broadcast studio in sunny 53-degree Irondequoit, New York.
Hello.
Who knew she has a good side to her? Here she is.
I know.
It's Kimberly Ray.
Hello. Hi. How you doing?
Which one's your good side?
I don't know. I don't have a good side. Hey, it is Kimberly's Revolution. We are here, the We the People Podcast Network. Good to see everyone. We were a little busy last week, so we missed you. We missed you so much. But we are here today. And of course, you heard about our advertisers there: Taylor Heating and Plumbing, Express Sealers, and Precision Lawn and Garden. Please visit them. We love them because they help support us here at Kimberly's Revolution and the We the People Podcast Network. They help support Austin, our producer, whom we love. We love it when Austin is here.
Yes, I love me too.
Do you love you?
You love some of you?
We love Austin, so we're glad he's here, of course. I am Kimberly from Kimberly's Revolution. Just Tom is sitting across from me, and we have been busy. We're glad that everyone is joining us today. The name of the show is The Look of a Loser.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not looking at you. What I said, The Look of a Loser.
Okay.
And the reason I say, and it's kind of twofold today, the look of a loser. First, let me say, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, baby. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. That's a fantastic win last night. My mom had her TV on blaring until like 12:30 last night. There it is. Bill Self. They're celebrating.
Congratulations to Kansas.
Those are winners. Those aren't actually, that's not the look of a loser right there. Those are winners. That is the KU basketball team celebrating their fourth Final Four March Madness win ever. The last time for KU was in 2008, I believe, under Bill Self. So KU rallied from a 15-point deficit at halftime for a historic win. They came back. I think it was the most any that a team in the Final Four has come back for a win to win the Final Four. Chad, screw Kansas.
And if you had Kansas +4, you won.
If you're going to sit down there and chirp at me on the text line,
-4.
Chad, get up here and come join us on Kimberly's Revolution. He's just going to sit down there and chirp at me on the text line. So KU rallied
You're a
from
loser, Hummel.
15-point deficit at halftime to beat UNC in the NCAA men's basketball championship. The final score was 81-74. And this is the look of a loser. Poor guy. Oh,
he's a hell of a player,
sad.
though.
He is a hell of a player. But he was, he had he had a free throw and he missed. And had he made that 3-pointer, it would have tied the game.
Right.
But he missed. And then I think they fouled a Kansas player. And then Kansas got a couple of free throws, and the final score was 81.
What makes you pick number 45? I mean, that looks good on him, but number 45.
I don't know.
He might be the greatest number 45 in the history of college basketball.
He looks kind of raggedy to me. I got to be honest with you. I'm not digging the look at all. I'm like, clean yourself up. Let's cut that beard thingy. I don't find that attractive at all. But then again, I am not, I'm not that age. So, far be it for me to say what teenage girls or, late teen, early 20 girls find attractive. But I don't know. Dude needs to clean himself up. That's all I got to say. But that is the look of a loser. You want to see another loser? You want to see another loser?
Uh-oh.
Want to see? Oh, there's another loser.
Where's Chad?
I know we need Chad for that, right? we need Chad for that. But that is another loser. We're going to talk about him today. The look of a loser. We got the UNC player and we got this guy. Only because finally, there has been a surge of recent reporting that is on this Hunter Biden receiving kickbacks and money. That, major news outlets dismissed this whole story, downplayed reports about the credibility of Hunter Biden and possibly the president of the United States of America taking money from, Chinese gas companies and Ukraine. And, the federal investigation of Hunter Biden is heating up. And the New York Times, the rag that it is, finally writes an article on March 16th inside Hunter Biden's multi-million-dollar deals with a Chinese energy company. The Washington Post reported on March 30th. What took you so long?
Right.
What took you so long to get around to it?
The New York Post kept with it, and
the entire time.
Yeah, they kept with it, and finally they had to pick it up.
The Washington Post, March 30th, a week ago. There it is. There's the headline. Inside Hunter Biden's multi-million-dollar deals with the Chinese energy company. Where you been? You been under a freaking rock? Because we've been talking about this for a year and a half now.
Right.
And finally, it just exposes how dirty media really is now and not wanting to tell the story of the other side. Had this been a story on Trump and family, it would have been front page center every single day in, day out, every single month, 365 for 4 years. Right.
I don't know, Kimberly. Now, this is so early 2020 for me now. So, anything that happened before COVID,
right?
It's over.
It's over. Yeah. So we're gonna get to the look of a loser. And yeah, I did. This is look. I don't know. I cut my hair.
Yeah.
And I went back to the natural color.
Little sassy Dorothy style.
Dorothy Hamill.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Did you just date yourself?
Hey, 1976 Olympics.
Okay, in 6th grade. That's true.
Yeah.
I was in 6th grade and I had the Dorothy Hamill haircut, only it was like curled under. I love that Dorothy Hamill haircut. And I insisted on buying the Short and Sassy shampoo that went along with. I had to get, because she endorsed Short and Sassy shampoo. So if I had the Dorothy Hamill haircut, my mother had to absolutely buy me the Short and Sassy shampoo. Do you remember that?
I do. Yeah. I had the Farrah Fawcett look with the waves.
and you probably had your hair smells terrific.
I did. Yes.
Man, are we old? We are so old. Speaking of old, there she is. Oh my goodness, Austin.
Let's see if that looks. It looks just like your hairstyle.
I have a haircut, actually. It's on my Facebook page, and I'll have to get it at some point. Can't do it now. But my hair is cut exactly in that cut.
All right.
Exactly in that cut. But this is my natural color.
Well, it looks fantastic.
Whatever. I'm over it already, and I want to go back to.
You're already waiting for it to grow out.
I'll probably put extensions in, grow it back. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but anyway, yeah. So I found this TikTok, and I thought it was kind of funny because it's how you know you're old, right? How you know you're old, and everything that's on here is like, okay, I completely get that.
I went golfing this past weekend, and trust me, I already know I'm old.
Why? Because you hurt?
Just your body doesn't,
It's golf. You're not doing anything but walking.
When you're good at golf, you gotta do stuff.
Oh, you think you're good?
I used to be.
Okay. You think you're good at bowling too? God forbid anyone interrupt.
By the way,
God forbid anyone interrupt Tom with the bowling.
Time out.
Let me just say, never call Tom when he's bowling.
Are you still mad at me?
No.
I have been forgiven.
Never forgiven. I'm a Scorpio after all, but never forgiven. But I'm
All
over
right.
it. I'm over it. But yeah, let me just say, never call.
I bowled 617.
If you're dying, don't call Tom. If you're bowling, never call him when he's.
And if I would have
bowling.
answered that phone, I'd have been out in the parking lot for a half an hour. Everybody would have been waiting for me, and I would have shit the bed.
Okay. Okay, I'm over it. I'm so over it.
Apparently you are.
But anyway, I'm sure you're as good at golf as you are at
No, I'm better
bowling.
at golf.
Sure, you're really good. I've heard. So anyway, where was I going? Old. So this is a TikTok I found that kind of, speaks volumes for where we are at this juncture in our life, which I found kind of funny. Here we go.
What is it that makes you just feel fucking
And this guy's
ancient?
40?
The things that make me feel ancient are what excites me now. Hold on. I got this amazing pill organizer.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I love going to bed when it's still light out.
Yeah.
You get so much sleep. I have an executive Costco membership.
I got one of those
Mine,
cards.
ladies. When plans cancel and I stay home all weekend and do nothing.
Yes.
When my credit score hit 800, I had a party.
I know
But
it.
something that actually made me feel ancient today
I get this.
was having to explain this shirt
Yeah.
to someone.
What the hell is
I
that?
love it.
Listen, even better is trying to explain what an 8-track tape
Right.
is. I dated a guy once. Oh, I dated a lot of guys, but I dated a guy once.
Shocker.
Who had a green Chevy van. God help me. Why in the hell I dated this guy?
How old were you? 7?
I did.
You sure it wasn't a white Chevy van?
Oh, it was a song. Yeah. No, it was a green Chevy van.
Okay.
And he had an 8-track tape player in it. So his parents gave it to him. I mean, I met him in college, and he had it, and he had an 8-track,
Mhm.
player in the Chevy van. It was awful.
I hear they're making a comeback.
The 8-tracks. Oh God. Hey Austin, you know what an 8-track is?
I figured it out from context.
I had to ask Austin if he knew
What a
what
cassette.
that was on the guy's shirt.
Mhm.
I do remember cassettes.
You do
I
not.
do.
You do remember cassettes.
Yes.
You don't really remember cassettes. You just remember.
Yeah, a
Like
lot of the
using
older
the
cars, a lot of the
pictures.
older
No, they were
cars
around.
still
Yeah.
had those cassette players in it.
Like
My 2001 Dodge pickup has a cassette player in it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I thought like in 2001 they started coming out with the CD things,
Well,
right? I mean,
I don't know. This was a Dodge, so maybe it wasn't
Yeah,
state
well,
of the art in
yeah.
2001.
There you go. There's your first problem. And I just want to say I'm very sorry to tell you that your girlfriend,
I have
Austin,
a girlfriend.
your girlfriend, unbeknownst to your wife, I'm
Yeah.
very sorry.
I'm going to be in trouble
It's
later.
probably your other bowling partner. Courtney Kardashian
so
got
Chad's
married.
wife.
Chad's wife, yes.
That's
Cour-
not good.
Courtney Kardashian. Okay, so here's
Who?
what's
Courtney Kardashian?
here's what's crazy about our producer Austin.
yeah.
He's in radio,
Uh-huh.
right? You're in radio. You do radio for a job, right? This
Yes.
is what you do for a living,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
It pays your bills. That girl
Absolutely.
right there.
Who?
That girl right there who is known and famous the world over. One of the Kardashians. She's not the most famous Kardashian.
I only know what she looks like from behind. So
I-
that's what her face is.
She's not. That's not Kim. That's
Right.
not Super K. That's the older sister.
Special K.
Whom I think is the most beautiful of all the Kardashians. I think she's more beautiful than Kim Kardashian.
Which one is this one? Chloe?
This is Courtney. She's
Kourtney.
the oldest. She's
All
the
right.
tiniest. She's the little one. She's the one that has all the kids and was never married to Scott Disick, but he was the alcoholic and they have all the kids. She's the one that has all the kids with the white guy. And so she was never married to him though. But this is Travis Barker.
Wow, he
And
looks just like his grandfather, Bob.
He is a rock star. Barker.
That's not his grandfather? No?
So I asked Austin, hey,
Yeah.
put this picture up. And he goes, by the way, who is this? And I'm like, oh my God, who are you?
I have
who
never
are
heard
you?
of these people in my life.
Who are you?
Is that A-Rod and J-Lo? Who is that?
How could you not know who that is?
Because I don't watch celebrity gossip programming.
You don't have to. She's everywhere. The Kardashians are everywhere. They're advertising
if you
everything.
say so.
They're on Instagram. They're on TikTok.
I don't have an Instagram or a TikTok, and I'm so happy about that. Those things seem awful, especially if it's about these people.
How are you even a millennial?
Yeah, what the hell,
Are you a
Austin?
millennial? How are you even a millennial?
I am a millennial.
Do they even like do they
Okay,
do they accept you with
not
within the
usually.
group?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not part of their Instagrams or
Okay.
TikToks.
He drinks Jenny Cream Ale too. He's like an old soul. Austin is.
I do
Wow.
love Jenny Cream.
He's an
Ale.
old soul, this kid.
Crazy. They got married in Vegas after the Grammys last night, and they got married at one of those chapels by, I kid you not, an Elvis impersonator.
Nice.
I gotta love that. I love him. I love Travis Barker. I mean, they're all about the PDA. They're getting it on in the middle. I mean, they're kissing. They got a lot of chemistry.
Good looking couple.
Very good looking couple. I kind of dig him in kind of a dirty, tattooy way.
But not the North Carolina basketball player.
I don't know why he looks cleaner than the basketball player.
Because he's not playing basketball.
I don't know.
He didn't just play. He just didn't play a 2.5 hour game.
This is why they don't let me on radio anymore, because
Right.
I say stupid shit like this. But I don't know. He's kind of hot in a weird, dirty kind of rock star way to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I get it.
She got married. She got married after midnight in a Vegas chapel by an Elvis impersonator. I love that.
Perfect.
That is spontaneity at its finest. I dig it. I think it's fantastic.
So when are they going to get divorced?
You know, she's all about the long-term relationships. She's not like her sisters.
Okay.
She's different than her sisters. The tall one, which is Chloe, and then, you know, Kim Kardashian. She's a little bit more grounded, a little bit more focused, I think, than her sisters. I act like I know them.
Well, we just talked.
don't.
We just talked like 10 minutes about the Kardashians, and you never even mentioned Caitlyn. Is that like a record?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the whole transgendered thing here in a second, and Disney and that whole thing. I'm gonna get to that, because that just absolutely, you know, she is the hottest one, hands down. He does have a neck tattoo. What are my thoughts? Well, Jeff knows my thoughts on neck tattoos. Do you guys know my thoughts? Austin, do you know my thoughts on neck tattoos?
I don't.
I kind of maybe have to reconsider what my thoughts are on neck tattoos now, because it seems like everyone has neck tattoos. But back in the day, I used to say, because you'd see these mugshots, and in every single mugshot, what would you see on these guys who committed crimes in Rochester? What would you see?
Apparently a neck tattoo.
Freaking neck tattoos, right? And so I always say, if you saw someone with a neck tattoo, they were either A, criminal, or B, they were going to be a criminal.
It's just a picture of their
Right?
grandmother.
They were mother. Or have you seen the movie? Oh, I can't think of what it is.
The barbed wire.
We're the Millers.
We're the Millers. No regrets. Not one letter. I love that movie. Every time it's on, no regrets. Anyway, so yeah, that's my theory on neck tattoos. Is if you're not a criminal, you're going to be one at some point in time. I don't know. Maybe I have to go back
You're
and
loosening
reevaluate.
up a little bit?
Maybe I have to reevaluate my thoughts on that, Jeffrey. I don't know, but you're right. Those were my thoughts. At some
time
point
to
in
get
time.
into 2022.
I don't know. Yeah,
Everybody go out and get a neck tattoo.
You
What the
can
hell?
teach an old dog new tricks. I don't have to stay in the same mind frame forever, right? I can grow. I can be a different person.
Sure, why not?
I can think different thoughts. I can, right? Absolutely.
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 What about those earrings when you get your lobes expanded? What about those?
No, those are stupid looking. No, those
The
are
no-
just
can you do the
freaking stupid
the nose
looking.
ring? What about the nose
I
ring?
don't know why people, those are called gauges, right? That they have. Those are stupid looking. I don't know why you'd ever want to do something like that. That's like it's you're just mutilating yourself. I don't really understand it. You know, people used to say that about tattoos, but they're so standard. I mean, I have tattoos. Do you have tattoos?
I do not. No.
Shockingly, no.
I'm as clean as the driven snow, Kimberly.
As a newborn baby.
I am.
Austin, tattoos? How many?
No, I don't. have
None?
any. No.
Am I the only one in the room with tattoos?
You
and
are.
and I have multiple tattoos.
So you're the
I mean,
you're the wild card here. You're the rebel, which I think everybody knew.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I might be. I might be the rebel. All right. So I don't know. Where do you want to start? Let's start with the look of a loser.
Yeah. What are we going to
Let's
talk about
Let's
today?
start with we got a lot of stuff. We've got BLM. We've got Hunter. Okay, so we like houses, right?
We do.
We like really expensive houses. I've got a lot of deals going on right now. I'm a real estate agent. Tom, we have to
Right.
get you inked.
I'm going to get a neck tattoo.
Striker says we have to get you inked. Get a neck tattoo.
Yes, that's so hot.
Yeah, get one like with barbed wire around your neck.
Mhm. So that way,
That'd be a good
so
look
that
on
way,
you.
as I get older and my neck completely falls apart,
Hey,
it
hey,
becomes turkey bacon.
Why don't you
Why
get,
don't just get a turkey on it? That way, it'll look like my neck is a turkey.
Why don't you get something that has my phone number? It says call when you're bowling. Why,
Yeah,
don't,
you could just let that
why,
go.
why don't you get a bowling ball?
Right.
Why don't you get a
I thought you said you were beyond this,
I'm never gonna be. I said I'm good with it. I'm over it.
but you're not beyond it.
No, never. I'm always gonna give you shit about it.
617 I bowled. So there you go.
Whatever.
We won that night.
Horrible. Anyway, so yeah. We love expensive houses.
Oh
We
yeah.
love looking at houses. We are real estate agents here. We are under the umbrella of Revere Realty. We help people buy and sell real estate. And I got a call from a fourth man who listened to me when I was on the radio, and he said, "Hey, can you help me out? I've got a couple of
He
properties."
found you? How did he find you?
He found me on the Twitter sphere.
Oh.
Yeah, he found me on the Twitter sphere.
Oh,
So he,
update.
Yeah.
If you are a Twitter person,
Yeah.
Pretty soon Twitter just got added to the Restream profile. So we will be, as a platform,
On
sending our live broadcasts
that's
to
right. That's
Twitter.
awesome.
So
That's
so
awesome.
if you're a Twitter person, you're gonna get Kimberly's Revolution soon.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Mhm.
So we'll be there for everyone to hate on us. That's good.
Yeah,
I
there's
like
going to
that.
be more.
More hate.
That's more of a cesspool there. So
More-
so it's really going to spice up the comments.
So I have two houses. Well, I have like three houses to talk about. I have tree houses. I have
Tree houses?
Secret Service house, and I've got BLM house. So here at Revere Realty, we help people buy and sell houses, and the market is, I mean, it's starting to really, heat up now.
Mhm.
I will tell you that if you live on the lake, I have a buyer for any kind of lakefront property. If you have lakefront property, let me know if you're thinking about moving from the lake, because I have a buyer that is hoping to move into lakefront property, preferably on the east side. We're talking Webster, Ontario, Williamson. So if you know someone that's kind of hemming and hawing around, let us know here.
Does
at
he
Revere
know you're
Realty.
the princess of the West Side?
I know. The first place I looked when he said, lakefront property, I'm going Kendall,
Charlotte Beach,
Charlotte.
right?
Why not? Why do you make fun?
What about the river?
Why do you make fun of
Well,
Greece?
you could get
Greece.
some.
I'm looking Manitou Beach Road.
You could get some good deals down by the river there in Rush.
I'm thinking Payne Beach.
Right.
Why do you got to be so mean? Anyway, so if you're thinking about that, but let's talk about this loser, the look of a loser. So Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden has it going on. Hunter, there he is. There he is.
How come he hasn't married a Kardashian by now?
Because I don't know. Wasn't he screwing his brother's ex-wife after his brother died of cancer?
Isn't there a stripper that's his baby daddy?
Baby mama.
Baby
Yeah, I think so.
Same thing.
Yeah. So there he is.
Yeah, you would have think he'd have made it to a Kardashian by now.
So here we are. And the thought is that Joe Biden has been pulled into his son, the crack whore, into the grand jury probe. The witness that is asked to testify and to identify Who is the big guy in these emails that were found on the laptop that now all the mainstream media is going, oh, that laptop? Okay,
Oh,
maybe it's
yeah.
got some legitimacy. Maybe there's stuff on that laptop from 2 years ago that is legitimate. So there's Dad, there's Hunter when he's clean. And they're trying to figure out who's the big guy who would get a kickback in deals with Chinese energy giants after former associates claim that it is the president. In fact, the former associate that claimed it was the president is this guy, Babaluski, right? Is that his name? Hunter Biden's former business partner, Tony Babalinsky, actually.
Yeah, he's been on TV for a couple of years saying the same thing. Nobody will listen to him.
Nobody listened to him at all. Tony Babalinsky. I just say, I think he looks like Babalu. I think we call him Babalu, right? Doesn't he look like he should have a nickname of Babalu?
Oh yeah, that's Big Babalu right there.
That's a big Babalu. You think
Aw.
he has that nickname?
He has very sensitive blue eyes, Kimberly.
The big Babalu. He's a very attractive guy, but he's Hunter Biden's business partner. And the speculation on the identity of the big guy that is mentioned in a March 2017 email found on Hunter's laptop.
2017?
Hunter's email 2017 laptop discussed a proposed deal with a Chinese energy firm and included the phrase 10 held by H for the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the big Babalu here says the big guy is Daddy-O, is the big daddy. That
Right.
guy.
Well, he doesn't even know who he is.
Look at him.
Yeah, that looks terrible.
Look at him.
That looks terrible. That's just a camera angle.
No.
And it might be some light exposure problems.
You think?
That's not what he looks like.
Mhm.
Well, they say the camera adds 10 years.
50 years?
Give or
It
take.
makes you look like you should be in an old folks home, like eating oatmeal.
Is the
That's bad.
Is the death guy with the the skull and whatever that thing he walks around with, is he standing in the back room waiting?
That's
waiting?
death. Yeah.
Death, is he standing in the back room waiting to come out and touch him?
Holy shit, that's crazy, right?
He does look like he should be telling a tale from the crypt.
Yes, exactly.
Witnesses in recent months have questioned about payments Hunter Biden received while serving on the board of Burisma, which is that, of course, that Ukrainian gas
Didn't they
company.
blow that up by now?
Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe
And-
that's why they're coming out with the story, because Burisma got blown up at some point.
Right? And on Monday, the New York Post reported that one witness has been asked who they believe the big guy was, although the witness's answer wasn't shared. But we know the big guy is actually, of course, President of the United States. That is Joe Biden. And so Hunter Biden is living out in California,
He's living the dream.
living in the lap of luxury in a Malibu mansion.
Wow.
That's
Beautiful.
not it. But okay, so that's the Hunter Biden home right there on the left. On the right is the $30,000 a month Mediterranean resort style home in Malibu that has been turned into the crash pad for Secret Service so that they can stay next door and protect Hunter Biden. It's a $6 million mansion. It's $30,000 a month that the federal government is paying. The home is being rented by the bodyguards. The property next door is being rented by Hunter Biden and his wife Melissa and their baby Beau. It's $20,000 a month. And the property lists as picturesque gardens, sunken living room, arching around a fireplace, hand-carved doors. That's nice, man. That is the life if you're a Secret Service agent, isn't it?
They're working, right? They don't ever take that black suit off.
I
Don't they
know.
sleep in that black suit? It's not like they're going to go swimming in their black suit. So, hey, that's just a crash pad for them.
The realtor described it as a magical Mediterranean resort style home.
Well,
I'd like to be that realtor, right?
Realtors have a way with words.
Yeah, they certainly do, right?
All right.
It's a 10,000 square foot home. It's 5.5 baths. And it was originally built in 1958 for actress Linda Lavin. Do you remember who she is? She was on Alice.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the show
Flo?
Alice? Flo, yes.
Flo?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So she lived in that house.
Kiss my grits.
That now inside this house, Secret Service is living in the house next door at $30,000 per month to protect Hunter Biden in California, in Malibu. I mean,
to play
I'd love to live in Malibu
to play
too.
both sides of this. I'm sure the Trump kids had thousands of dollars in security too. So that probably goes both ways. I'm sure every kid from the president had extravagant lifestyles.
Well, I guess the younger Biden, along with other members of the Biden family, began to receive around-the-clock protection from Secret Service when Joe Biden became the Democratic nominee in June of 2020.
That's probably fairly normal in the elitist category of politicians.
But the question remains is, what's going to happen when they really start coming out with more information about Hunter Biden, the laptop emails? I mean, because they really just scratched the surface, really. They've really just come out with just the baseline information. She played Alice, not Flo. Yeah, we know that. We knew she played Alice.
I only know who Flo is.
We know Flo was the redhead.
Kiss my grits.
Yeah, Kiss My Grits. That is Alice. Yes. Flo was the redhead that had so at Peppermill, do you know where the Peppermill restaurant is?
In Greece there?
In Greece. It's right at West Ridge Road in Dewey.
Yeah.
There used to be a waitress there that reminded me of Flo. And every time I went in there, I always told the guy who owns it, Chris, I said, "Where's Flo? She's my waitress today." Because Chris is the guy that owns the Peppermill.
You were bossy when you went into somebody else's restaurant?
I know Chris who owns it. He's Greek. His cousin owns Mel's, which is, over on Mount Reed.
Is that Lou Grant?
So yeah. So there is
Mel's Diner.
Mel's Diner, right? Because all kinds.
He died,
together.
Didn't he, recently?
He did, and I think that's how she got her start. Was on
Mel's.
On Mel's, yeah, that show, right? So here is big guy hunting, right?
Is that the post?
There's the big story. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. But it's all so crooked and it's all so dirty. And it's really ridiculous how none of the mainstream media has covered who was making millions off of Chinese energy companies and where does that put the United States doing, backdoor deals with these companies like this?
What is the chances that they really still know where this laptop is and it's not been destroyed and it's not been erased or tampered with? There's no way that laptop is still around.
I thought that the
FBI.
I thought that the New York Post had it.
I don't
know.
I don't think so. I thought the FBI had it.
I don't
Which means it's probably gone.
So it was, and again, the Post has been on this since October 2020.
Right. Yeah.
Showed that one of Hunter Biden's business partners outlined the proposed percentage distribution of equity created for a joint venture with the CEFC.
The greatest president that God ever created.
CEFC, this Chinese energy company. And again, the March 13th plan included in the email 10 held by H for the big guy. Is that $10 million? Is that $10 million held for the big guy? And another, of course, the Babalu, the big Babalu, said that the big guy was, of course.
How do you think
Joe
Nancy
Biden.
Pelosi buys $25 million houses on islands? How do you think Obama buys $15 million houses in Martha's Vineyard?
Maybe it's under donated cash. I don't know. Maybe it's donated money, like Black Lives Matter. Did you see the recent story
I saw that
from Black Lives Matter? There are the girls celebrating. Those are the girls that
is this the Bachelor
that founded the three leaders of Black Lives Matter. That's Patrice Coolers, Alicia Garza, and Melina Abdullah. They are all celebrating.
Go start a nonprofit,
after
everybody.
It was just revealed on Monday, Los Angeles Times, Black Lives Matter organization bought a swanky Southern California home for $6 million using donation cash. I thought they were going to use that money to help better inner cities that were that needed help, right?
Right. Well, but to be fair, $6 million in Malibu is like a bungalow in Greece.
Sure.
So
sure. Is it?
So it's roughly the same.
I mean, they're not spending the money to help some of these poor ravaged neighborhoods where they pledged help, right? Black Lives Matter. They did pledge to help some of these neighborhoods where some of the cities burned. Did they not pledge to help build these cities back up?
Yeah, but you weren't
several neighborhoods.
You weren't supposed to be listening when they were saying that.
So the leaders of the social justice movement, the BLM, recorded a video that they had secretly bought a home while marking the 1 year anniversary of the whole deal. So here they are celebrating. And they said, it is because we're powerful, we are winning. I mean, that is crazy.
Well, you got to have a nice base headquarters to, to start a platform. So, why not?
It was, I mean, how many, and they're under the spotlight too, right? They're under investigation already.
They don't care.
You don't think they care?
No.
Maybe they ought to invest in a treehouse.
They're laughing all the way to the bank.
I mean, I would think again.
No, honestly, they probably think that they deserve it.
And I think
that's what a non-for-profit is. They take in donations and they pay the board members of the organization. They get paid just like any board member does.
And here's what I love. One nonprofit organization expert said the sheer size of the buy might subject BLM to more criticism about their lackluster transparency. You think?
Right.
I mean, they're already in trouble for California because they haven't been transparent with where their funds are going, with where the donations are going. They haven't. So California said, you're not going to be able to crowdsource in California anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be able to accept donations in California. You're done until we can see a line item report of where all the money is going. Until we see that report, you're not accepting donations in California.
Really?
And yeah.
Well, then
California maybe it was December or November came out with that statement that they were now being stopped from accepting donations.
They'll just funnel the money through some other company and then transfer it over somehow. I mean, they're not going to stop getting the money.
So they said that the purchase of the $6 million home was going to serve as housing and studio space for recipients of the Black Joy Creators Fellowship. I just kind of thought that all that donation money was to help people and the legal funds of people that were in the criminal justice, spotlight.
Right.
To help
to
get them out of jail.
They did bail some people out of jail that were protesters, didn't they?
I don't know how many. How many?
You're just jealous that you didn't get the commission on that deal.
I know. I would have loved that commission. I got to be
right.
honest with you.
You would have sold them that house in a skinny second.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't discriminate on, and this is
you want to buy a $6 million house? We don't care who you are.
There is a Facebook page called Rochester Rock Real Estate Agents, something like this.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
It's entertaining.
It is entertaining because Rochester real estate agents who always try to portray themselves as so happy and, fair and, whatever. And I always tell people I'm the anti-real estate agent. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass.
Kimberly, you're probably the anti-everything.
I am the anti-everything. I am not one of these agents that's going to be real happy. And I'm just, I'm an agent that's going to tell you like it is. If it's this, it's this. If it's that, I'm just not going to blow smoke. I'm just going to be honest, and I'm just going to tell it like it is. I'm not there to kiss your ass. I'm there to help you either sell your house or buy a house. And hopefully you'll tell people that you like me and
here at Revere Realty, our mission is to make friends with everybody.
Right. Sure. So, but a lot of real estate agents portray themselves to be something they're not. And that's not what that's not what we do here at Revere Realty. Not
persona, everything,
So they go to this Rock Real Estate page on Facebook, and that's where they do their bitching. And I found it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is where they kind of let their hair down. This is where the real estate agents come out.
They use fake names, though.
Do they?
No, actually,
So
they
they
don't.
get on there and they bitch about the most ridiculous things. So I had to comment today because someone says, doesn't it just make you so mad that when someone buys a house that they change their financing or their mortgage, financing company?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell do you care? All you should care
It
about.
does make some problems though when they do that.
No, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes, it all works out. You shouldn't care. As long as it all works out in the end, you shouldn't care where they get their financing.
All right. So
You
I'm
know,
going to
right?
call up your next buyer and I'm going to tell them to go buy a car, 3 months or
No, not that. But
Right.
they're saying that they're changing their financing company at the last minute, or where they're
okay.
getting their mortgage.
Like they're not funneling it through the one that they want them to use.
Right.
They want to
Or
use
the
their own
ones,
place.
or who, whatever they mentioned in the pre-qual, that all of a sudden they're not going with the pre-qual, they're going with someone else. I'm like, it's none of your business who
Mhm.
they're going through to get their mortgage. It is only your business that the deal closes. So
Right.
stop worrying about who they're getting their deal from on their mortgage. That's none of your concern. And they're bitching about, oh, I had a client who changed their financing. Who cares? It's not your worry. So that's what I said.
As 20 people just stop watching.
Oh, I know.
As
So-
Kimberly's bitching about people that are bitching.
well, that's what I kind of do. The name of the show, of course, is Kimberly's Revolution, and we are a portion of the We the People Podcast Network, WeThePeoplePodcastNetwork.com. Please support our advertisers, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Express Sealers, 645-2010. If you want your driveway sealed, I'd get in line now. Make your
Get in
reservation.
line.
Reservation. Get your driveway sealed. And of course, Precision Lawn and Garden. You're going to need a lawnmower sooner rather than later. I hope we're done with the snow. I can't guarantee it. I don't make guarantees.
I don't cut my grass anymore.
If you do want to buy or sell a home, you can reach out to us here at Revere Realty at K Goodman. I do want to tell you that I don't know, with prices so crazy, it might just be good to live in a treehouse. Can I show you a treehouse?
That's every guy's dream.
Look at I've never had it. I did have a treehouse.
We had
Can
one.
we show you the treehouse?
Ours had 8 floors on it, our treehouse.
Yes, hold on.
You had 8 floors in your treehouse?
Oh, it was a huge treehouse.
Why do you gotta have the condo?
Still there.
Did your dad buy you the treehouse?
No, it was in the back of my friend Mike's yard.
Or build you the treehouse?
No, my brother Jeff and my friend Mike built it.
Look at those tree houses.
That's beautiful.
With the multiple offers and the going way over asking, some buyers might want to consider living.
It's gonna be a little rough in the winter in Rochester.
Yeah, it could be. I have have you ever been to Disney?
Yeah, I was there last month and we never got out of the parking lot.
Why?
We parked there because we were going to go to Animal Kingdom and bring the baby to the Animal Kingdom. And we didn't stop to think that you actually had to pre-order tickets. So we just...
You can't get tickets there?
No,
Why?
they were all sold out.
Really?
Because they only sold so many tickets for COVID. So we parked. I paid $50 to park my car. And we walked all the way in and we got to the place and they're not selling any tickets.
Oh, wow.
So we had to turn around and leave. So we went to SeaWorld. SeaWorld was great.
So there's this whole law that has been passed in Florida. They've called it something that it is completely not. They're
Correct.
calling it the Don't Say Gay. That doesn't have anything to do with Don't Say Gay. But basically what this law is that they don't want little kids, kindergartners, first graders, second graders being taught sexual orientation, stuff, right? They don't want little kids being, taught about transgender issues, right? That's what this is all about. The Don't Say, and they've really taken it and they've twisted the whole law.
Mm-hmm.
Let's listen. There's a TikTok.
Governor DeSantis.
Let's listen to his TikTok real quick.
The genderbread man.
The genderbread.
So this is trying to sow
Really?
doubt about kids, about their gender identity. It's trying to say that, they could be whatever they want to be.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed House Bill 1557 into law today, officially calling it the Parental Rights in Education Bill. However, opponents have nicknamed it the, quote, Don't Say Gay Bill.
The bill prohibits classroom instruction about sexuality or things like transgender in K through 3 classrooms. And after 3rd grade, those curriculums need to be age appropriate. Second, the bill ensures that at the beginning of every school year, parents will be notified about healthcare services offered at the school with the right to decline any service offered.
And parents now have the right to sue a district for violations.
Good. Yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing. Kids in kindergarten and first grade and second grade and third grade barely know how to read and write and tie their shoe.
Yeah, don't you take naps and eat blocks and stuff?
Eat glue.
Eat glue.
And
I mean,
throw,
what the hell
throw
are you
up
doing?
on the floor.
Right.
You don't need to be taught about LGBTQIA, whatever the IA stands for at the end. You don't need to be taught those topics or sexual orientation or anything like that at 7 years old or at 6 years old or at 4 years old. And they've taken that bill and they have twisted it. And of course, Disney says they're going to fight it tooth and nail. And so my thought is that I guess it's all about the indoctrination of our children now. Start them thinking, whatever thoughts at the age of 4 and 5. And parents just don't get a say. And Disney, poor Walt Disney, who is from Kansas City, by the way, who had a job delivering newspapers with his father when Kansas City had 2 newspapers. He delivered the Kansas City Star and the Kansas City Times. No matter, at 4 or 5 years old, he was out helping his dad deliver newspapers because he had to help the family. And then he started his own business and then went out to California and started Disney.
And then he drew a mouse.
Yeah. And kids and parents watch Disney movies to be entertained. They don't watch Disney movies to be schooled on woke gender politics. They watch Disney movies to have fun and laugh with their kids, or to be in awe of a movie like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which is apparently racist now, right?
Yeah.
Now we got to have all these characters that are apparently LGBTQIE or IA, which stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer. Intersex is the new I. And asexual is the new A that has been tacked on to the end.
Is the intersex when 490 connects with 390?
What
is that?
I don't claim to even know.
As opposed to an outer sex? What's an outer sex?
Here's what concerns me, that there are people that think that your kindergartner should be taught about sexual orientation of LGBTQ individuals.
Just feed them glue. They'll be fine.
First off, they couldn't even repeat. They're lucky to repeat the alphabet. Forget LGBTQ, right? If you know the alphabet.
Maybe they'll change the alphabet so that those letters do go in a row.
Right?
Right? Why don't they? At least everybody would know it then.
I'm just so sad about this whole thing.
And then instead of elemental P, it'll be LGBTQ.
And I'm so sad that the whole thing has gotten twisted to make it seem like Governor DeSantis is evil, and that people that are against having their kids indoctrinated into, this whole sexual curriculum are the bad, crazy ones. No, we're not the bad, crazy ones.
No, we're just bat crazy.
And for the people who moved to Florida to get away from crazy New York politics.
Hi, Christina.
Have to be losing their mind over Florida and Disney. Here is a woman who is a Disney.
How do we know she's a woman?
Well, no, I guess no one really asked her to define woman.
Right.
Because she's as nuts as the rest of them. She's a Disney executive, and she says there's going to be more LGBTQIA characters in Disney movies. Let's listen to her.
All right.
I'm here as a mother of 2 queer children, actually, one transgender child,
because that's statistically normal,
and one pansexual child, and also as a leader.
What?
And that was the thing that really got me, because I have heard so much from so many of my colleagues over the course of the last couple of weeks, in open forums and through emails and phone conversations, and I feel a responsibility to speak, not just for myself, but for them, to all of us. We had an open forum last week at 20th where a again, the home of really incredible, groundbreaking LGBTQIA stories over the years, where one of our execs stood up and said, we only have a handful of queer leads in our content. And I went, what? That can't be true. And I realized, it actually is true. We have many LGBTQIA characters in our stories, and yet we don't have enough leads.
What?
And narratives in which gay characters just get to be characters.
Okay, stop. Can we just stop that? You know what? Kids don't watch Snow White or name some other Disney movies. I can't even think off the top of my head. My kid's so far removed from.
Wait, I thought Snow White was those 7 guys aren't gay.
They live by themselves.
Yeah, living in their. I figured, hi ho. I figured they were doing something.
Hi ho. It's off to work. I know, right? Aladdin. I mean, I don't know. Kids don't watch these movies and go, there's
Cinderella.
no gay kid. There's no gay characters, Mom. I'm not kids watch because they just love the story. They love the animation and the beautiful, scenery. They don't care. They just like a good story and the beautiful colors. And then the thing I was so enthralled with, some of these Disney movies when I was a kid was just, I was so enamored of just, you could be in a different place as a kid. It just took you to a whole different wonderland, right?
Yeah, I don't know, Kimberly. I was always locked in my closet.
The wide world of Disney on Sunday night was like the biggest thing for me.
Really?
Because it just took you to a whole other land, right? Peter Pan. You're not watching because, Tinkerbell might be gay or a lesbian or whatever. She's a little aggressive, that Tinkerbell. I don't know.
Yeah, are you saying Peter Pan's not gay? He's wearing those tights pretty.
I don't know.
Kids don't think like that.
Kind of comfy, Austin.
Why are they trying to shove it down everyone's throat? That's what I don't understand. Quit trying to shove.
It's all about the next one that gets the next thing that, moves the movement forward.
And that
nobody cares anymore. Just live your lives.
Disney
do whatever you want.
Is no longer going to use welcome, ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls. A top executive said that they are getting rid of that because they are eliminating the use of gendered pronouns because they felt it made people uncomfortable. So they are no longer going to use ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls.
Let's get ready to rumble.
They should just say all crazy people.
Yeah.
That's what they should say. But they are going to say now dreamers.
Humans.
Of all ages. Welcome dreamers of all ages, which I don't have
I thought problem. Dreamers were illegals from Mexico that are looking for their citizenship. Isn't that what dreamers are?
I think you're right.
Right.
I think you're right. But yeah. So I don't have a problem with welcome dreamers of all ages. And I don't have a problem getting rid of welcome ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls. But I do have a problem saying we're going to push more gay characters into Disney movies because that's not what kids watch Disney movies for. They're not there saying, oh, how come this character isn't gay? How come this character is? They're not questioning the characters and their sex. That's not the.
Yeah, the kids don't know anything. They're just watching the show.
That's the last thing on the kid's mind. That is absolute last. And you know what? Parents do not want ideology forced on their children. We will make those decisions for our children until they can make the decisions for themselves.
Well, Tinky Winky was my favorite Teletubby.
Teletubbies, all gay. Barney, gay. My daughter loved Barney.
Right. So did my son.
Loved Barney. But I mean, I know so many, there's a guy who called me today and we're going to go look at his rental property later.
All right.
That's going up for sale. Guess where he moved?
Florida. Shocker.
Got a call from a lady last week.
Florida.
She's waiting on her friend to hopefully get her a job. And I told her, you get that house up quick. because
You would think all of your friends would move to Dansville, Kimberly.
what are you saying? That
I don't know.
I'm redneck land?
A little bit.
Listen, I am.
What about that police officer in Mount Morris? Did you hear that? Local police officer in Mount Morris pulled over somebody and
yes,
had like 50 something guns in the guy's trunk.
Yeah.
And it was like his first month on the job or something. Some kid.
Yeah. You know what they set bailout for that guy?
$7.
$100,000 for this guy.
He probably has that in his knapsack.
Can I just tell you? So the guy's Canadian. His name is Abdul Lalamani or whatever. Terrorist. I don't know. Who knows?
Can we make fun of Canadians?
Weird name. So he stopped in Mount Morris with duffel bags full of guns. He was pulled over by that. Wait, what? How dare you? How dare you, Tom? So they put him in jail.
Yep.
His bail is set at $100,000. His guns are worth more than that.
Yeah, they were like $400,000 or $500,000.
His guns are worth more than what the bail would. Do you think we might have a problem? So
Yeah,
the guns, and my question is, what was he going to do with those guns?
Who knows?
I don't know. Stopped yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Or Sunday evening?
Over the weekend,
Yes,
I think.
yes,
Yeah.
Sunday evening. Yeah.
Well, good for that officer.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Or was it a lady or was it a?
Well, I don't know. Do we know what a sir is anymore?
Hard to define.
I mean, he looked like he looked like a sir.
I want to
but I don't
leave you with a TikTok that I think is pretty funny. This lady is a genius, and she plays a lot of different characters.
Yeah, she's the best.
She is. She's doing Kamala Harris here. Can Austin? Can we?
It's hard to believe she only has like 200 and something thousand followers on TikTok. She thinks she'd have 50 million.
Let me be clear.
She's brilliant.
Democracy is not free. Gotta stand with your friends. Being loyal to those friendships can be hard. Okay.
Brilliant.
Oftentimes it ain't easy. Okay. It can be burdensome. Democracy. It can be effortful. The opposite of effortless. It can even be backbreaking. There are so many words. That's right. Lots of words, Joe. Very good, Joe. Get him the fuck out of here, please.
Brilliant.
She is amazingly good at what she does, right? I mean, she is right on.
Here
Kamala
Saturday
Harris.
Night Live. Remember how it was Gerald Ford, Dan Quayle for years. I have they started with this Saturday Night Live?
I don't even know.
Have they picked up on this with Kamala Harris yet?
It has been so
I'm sure
long
they probably have to at some point.
That since I've ever watched, I can't remember the last time I watched Saturday Night Live.
Here Dan Quayle was everybody's punching bag for 4 years under George Bush, and here we have this woman, and it's racist when you say
what's her
anything.
face from Alaska too, right?
Yeah.
Sarah
Sarah Palin.
Right.
Well, she never made it. Could you imagine if she did?
But that was a whole standing bit forever on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
But yeah, I think this woman is tremendous, and she does Saki as well.
I think she does them all, unless there's more. Somebody else on TikTok that's
she does a great job. All right, that's going to do it for Kimberly's Revolution. We appreciate you. Is Chad doing his show today at 4?
I have not heard.
Okay, so we don't
and
know.
I've been so busy. I've been on the phone with the tax opposer. So if you have a problem with your real estate taxes, call the tax opposer. We'll help you out. But I've been so busy, I don't even know. So I assume he is.
Yeah. Okay. It is Kimberly's Revolution. It is the We the People podcast network. Of course, we want you to support our advertisers, Taylor Heating and Plumbing, Express Sealer, 645-2010, Precision Lawn and Garden. We love them. Austin, thank you today. Great job as always. And Tom?
God bless. Be kind to others.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 hours.